Hello my loves and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nina, and in today's video we're going to talk about objects that seem forgotten but that we should bring back. Over the past 5 years of getting into vintage, I've developed this growing desire for knickknacks and antiques that are easily replaceable with our phones nowadays, but that carry some meaning and bring so much purpose to our everyday life. Today I thought it would be nice to list some vintage items that I'm constantly on the lookout for and that I believe return a sense of ritual to our daily activities and that also keep us off our phones. I'm sure it has happened to you that you want to check the time on your phone and it's like your brain rewires when you hold it in your hand and you're suddenly on Instagram and you go at least 2 reels deep before you realize, what am I doing here? And you even lock your phone until you remember, oh, I was about to check the time. It's true how tiny decisions shape our days, and we've reached a point where we're accustomed to giving our undivided attention to our phones because it's where we get answers to every question. So of course, changing just one detail, like not checking the time on our phones, can make a huge difference in our lives. Clocks can be decorative pieces for your home, a statement piece in your jewelry box, or the alarm that wakes you up every day. But whatever form you choose, their purpose is simple: to tell the time. And ironically, to give more of it back to you. Calendars are another cell phone trap that we don't consult as much as the time, but that on our phone becomes this cold place where we keep all our important dates, and that also floods us with notifications, which is my personal nightmare. But physical calendars can feature art you like, pictures from your favorite artists. They can just be decor, but it's a great thing to keep on your wall and take notes on. My grandma has a wooden calendar that I love, and I remember when I was a little kid asking her if I could be the one removing the pieces once the month was over and saving them on the calendar's tiny drawer, and it was like the funnest activity. But again, it gives purpose to your everyday. It's like the one thing you do when you step into the kitchen that day, to mark the calendar, to put another wooden piece in there, or just greeting the day in a different way than usual. This is nothing new, of course. Owning your favorite music is a classic collectionist move, so if you have the space and the budget, go for it. Searching for records will keep you off your phone for 2 reasons. First, because you will be out and about following a passionate hobby, and second, because whenever you want to listen to a record, you can just sit calmly or lie on your bed and listen to the tunes. No skipping, no going back, just you in this intimate experience. We've lost so much with the high-definition cameras on our phones and the infinite space that allows us to take thousands of pictures all at once. It's not even about the amount of opportunities that we have, but also about how mundane it has become to take pictures of something you saw on the streets, like a poster or a sign, or just taking pictures of a document that you need to upload to a platform, It's not about having a camera at all nowadays. Film cameras or digital cameras, whatever type you choose, bring back that sense of intention. You are more present. Working with film makes it more special as there's no instant preview and no retake. You really have no idea how the pictures are going to turn out, so you just wait and expect for the best. When you finally get to see them, memories are deeper in meaning. And instead of curating social media, what about spending some time putting those pictures into an album? I mean, doesn't that sound like the perfect afternoon? Designing the layout, the order, the stickers you want to paste, the notes you want to include. It's such a creative, inspiring activity that we have definitely forgotten. There's nothing more elegant than popping a compact mirror from your purse and quietly checking your reflection. It's such a small gesture, but it carries an entire world of grace and self-awareness. A reminder that taking a moment for yourself doesn't have to involve a front camera. If you come across antique compact mirrors, you'll see beautiful engravings or even tiny initials from one of the previous owners, which is the best. But find one that looks like you, and for a change, look at yourself through something absolutely real. The other day I was watching Dr. No, the James Bond movie from 1962, and there's this scene where James Bond is playing solitaire while he waits for Professor Dent to come in. That's the suspect who had set him up. And those 3 seconds of him playing sparked this whole video idea, because my thought was, I love playing solitaire and I don't think I've owned a deck of cards since I was little, so why not play with actual cards? I am such an old soul when it comes to games. I love playing solitaire, mahjong, Tetris, Scrabble, like all the things that people find super boring. But whenever I sit and play, I can spend hours and hours, and it's such a pleasure and a privilege to be able to train my brain differently. Maybe it's cards, maybe it's a board game to play with friends and family, but if you have a chance, get a game that keeps you focused on something different than the screen. It seems like something out of a movie to have a locket, but that's exactly what makes it so special. It's one of those items that carries both beauty and sentiment, something that connects you to someone you want to keep close. You can find them in thrift stores, sometimes already carrying an unknown story inside, and it's just a small treasure that turns memories into something you can hold. This one in particular may seem odd, like why would I need an address book? And yes, you're right, but hear me out. I don't think I've ever actually sat down and write anything in one, and yet when I scroll through the endless list of contacts on my phone, I can't help but wonder how many of these people would I want written someplace else, like my friends, my family, the ones I'd call in an emergency. But it feels grounding to pause and think who those people are, like to take a moment away from the noise and write their names by hand. There's something deeply human about that. And talking about friends and their addresses, when was the last time you wrote someone a letter, if ever? There's of course a kind of intimacy in writing a letter that other forms like emails just can't replicate. It's about setting the space, choosing the paper, the stationery with like details on top, and it's a way to make words feel more intentional. But writing in general, it's a way of organizing your thoughts and expressing something you might never say out loud. If you haven't tried it yet, you should. It can be writing letters or using a typewriter, but if you don't feel comfortable with any of those, it can just be exchanging emails in a pen pal kind of friendship. There's something deeply healing about writing your thoughts, especially when they are meant to be read by someone else. I don't typically search for recipes online, but there are moments where I think it would be nice to just open a book and get an idea or an answer, like opening it on a random page and saying, yes, that's what we're eating today. There's also something simpler and beautiful about antique cookbooks, like sometimes you find notes from the previous owner, or you find some of the ingredients crossed out because people didn't use those in their version of that recipe. It really makes you feel like you're sharing the kitchen with someone from another time. Getting inspiration or cooking for a special occasion becomes more intentional when it starts from a book, when it's just you and the joy of creating something from scratch. A scrapbook is like a time capsule you build yourself. It's not just about photos, but also about tickets, dried flowers, handwritten notes. You can build one that focuses on one topic, like all the cutouts you have from the Beatles, or all the flowers you've gotten, or all the movies you've seen, or all the thoughts you get on the subway. Like, you can try absolutely anything. It's a way to save fragments of life that would otherwise get lost. In a way, it's the opposite of social media, because instead of posting for others to see, you are just curating memories for yourself. And doing these types of activities, the ones that involve your hands, help you spark more imagination and creativity, and it also helps you slow down and appreciate the small details. So if you've seen my videos, you know how much I love to expand these lists. So if you're still watching, here are other 8 items that do make life simpler, but that don't necessarily keep you off your phone. If you ever find yourself bored or notice you have been scrolling on social media for too long, think about that pile of clothes you have lying around that needs some fixing. Mending is one of those quiet, grounding tasks that bring instant satisfaction. There's these awful features that most phones have where the phone tries to measure distances. Please don't use that. If you often visit thrift stores to buy clothes or furniture, having a retractable tape measure will come in handy, and it's also a cute thing to keep in your purse. You will have to bear with me talking over and over about antique hair brushes, but you need a natural bristle brush, even if it's modern, to keep your hair healthy. People in the past, they knew their thing, they wanted to keep their hair healthy, and nowadays, I don't know what's wrong, we just want plastic and things that just mess with our hair. So please, if you come across a natural bristle brush, especially if it's antique, because those things are beautiful, please do try to buy that. These just make life easier, that's it. If you still receive mail, or if you find one that you like, it's just a beautiful thing to keep in your desk, just because. Keeping a little bit of perfume, it's always classy and practical. If you spend most of your day outside, putting a little bit of perfume at the end of the day before walking out of the office can be the perfect final step of your afternoon. There's something so grateful about unfolding a fan. It's not just for cooling, it's a statement, and they are also beautiful. If you take lunch to work or spend most of your day outside, having a portable cutlery set is such a win. You can find them labeled as camping cutlery sets or camping sets, and they save you from using the disposable plastic cutlery, plus they add a bit of preparedness to your everyday bag. I didn't know this existed until recently, and I think it's genius. Foldable shopping bags look like a tiny wallet, but they unfold into a full-sized bag. So when you're out and buy something unexpectedly, you can just take it out from your purse, open it, and you'll have your bag if you don't have a tote bag with you or something that involves or needs a lot more space in your purse. Those were all the items I wanted to share. I hope this list is helpful or that inspires you to buy something as well. I'll just add one thing, and it's that some of these items are sold for ridiculous prices. And ridiculous can mean really low or really high. So don't get discouraged if the first time you ask for something they tell you like $200, because you might find the exact same thing for $2 on another store eventually. So yeah, it's a process. You'll find your pieces over time, and soon enough they'll just feel part of you. That was everything for today. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye!
But they sure got some cuties incorrect.